Afternoon guys, Thursday afternoon, about nearly 2. I'm down here, Allotment Tony, there he is. I give him a cold frame and he said it was only little, but that's too big for his table, so we're going to try and use this, and he's left me with it. He's left me taking it. Here we go guys. Oh, how am I going to get by, isn't it? That's it, you just walk off and leave me. Amazing, isn't it? Someone could just we had a lot more snow through the night. We did. Hope I'm not making people sick. Yeah, we had a lot more snow through the night. It's iced up now, but slowly clearing. We've been sitting in my polytunnel, me and the wife and Jack. He's had his corona jab and his wife's had it. Seem to be doing really well up this way, but it'll be another few weeks before I go. Oh, look at this. That's alright, I'll do it all. You know, I'm just going to rip this net all off this side here. I've got a camera on you and all, they're all looking at you. That's how helpful he is. Oh, we're going off.
Watch my flagpole.
Oh, goodness. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it made you all sick. Right, hang on. Oh. Let's stop it now. Come on. Morning guys, Friday morning. It's about 11. Oh, I'm afraid my back has gone today. I had my seed potatoes arrive yesterday. 2 sacks, I buy sacks, and then whatever I don't use I hand out. And it's obviously in a mucking bag, but more snow. We were supposed to be having a lovely bright sunny day today. They've changed that one. Absolutely bitter and frozen. Oh dear, sorry about this guys, I really am. I've got hot homemade soup, Cornish pasty, and a loaf of bread we made for the chickens. And the dog's off his lead. Look at it, he love it, he do. Alright guys, I'm going to do a little bit in the polytunnel. I've got some radishes I'm going to put in the ground in there. Alright, let's get the shed open. Alright guys, I'm walking the dog around and just let my chickens out. The sun is trying to get out, but it's bitter. Really bitter. We had more and more snow. I don't know whether you see the clip of me the other day. I keeled over in a bleeding mound of snow. It's a good job I landed on snow. It killed me, it would have. I'm trying to walk this blooming back off. I really am. The wife's at home. She needed a bit of a day indoors, she reckon, because she's a bloody, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that indoors. Come on you, this way. This is the God Squad's plot. I call them the God Squad. She's a lovely woman. They are religious, but she grows flowers and everything. Lavender. She make arrangements up, and you know, all this lot. Plus they grow all the carrots. She's had some good carrots this year and everything. This one here, that's called Sporty Woman. They do a lot of marathons and that, her and her husband. Haven't seen them for a while. This one here, well, they're all using an excuse now that because of coronavirus they're not allowed to come up here and all this lot, but you are. So they're not bothered. I think that's going to be, I think they've had a letter. This is Jack. Come here you, look at him. Snow, we love it. Jack's got 3 plots, 2 under his name and 1 under his brother-in-law's. And he managed them. Well, he do. He's had some good carrots. He'll be back up it because he's left the shed open. This is my old mate Bob. He don't like cold weather. He really don't. But yeah, he enjoy it when there's all of us up here. Saturdays and Sundays they all love because we get together. Come on you, Tiger. Then there's 2 blokes. They've got this plot together. They share it together, which is good. Sometimes Nigel's got half a plot there, and then there's. Yeah, Nigel's got half a plot there. Then there's this Gary and Stephanie here, but she's been locked down big time. I think they've both had coronavirus and all, what I've been told. So they haven't been able to get up here. She's a vulnerable. There's several people who got them, and I don't know the names, but I know them to say hello to. You know, there's a new lady got this one here, I believe. Then you got Nigel's friend. And you got Nigel with one plot. He's got the big poly tunnel there. He's a digger driver and a heavy machinery driver. He get me all the wood and all this one because he worked on sites. He said they burn loads of wood. That should be really well stopped. And that's Claudette and John on this corner, 1.5 I think, or 1. And they can't get up here because they're 70 odd or 80 odd, possibly 90, and they're vulnerable. And they bike up here at their age. Right, come on, Tiger. Yeah, Gary and Stephanie, they're a nice couple. They love their holidays. Come on. And they've got trees and everything. Hey, come on. See, he's not usually allowed off his lead when I'm up here, but because I'm on my own, there's nobody else up here. I let him off. We love it. And because a day like today, there's no cats. Normally we've got half a dozen cats up here. See, I've been putting bird seed out for the little birds and the sparrows. We have 2 in the trees at home, and I've emptied one in a day, and it's a bloody great seeder. And this is Trevor, who's took all over this corner plot, but he's another one. He's, I suppose, my age, or perhaps a bit younger, but he suffered with all sorts of blooming things. So he can't get up here. I think he went away on holiday and come back and got quarantined, then got coronavirus. But he's done a brilliant job. Where are you? Come on. These are Jack's sheds. So I've been walking that way. So you can always tell with snows where everybody is. Yeah, Trevor's done a brilliant job on this corner section. He just needs to get his health back to normal. Then you got old Jack's young chickens. They're taking a long while to getting old. Right, you. God Squad's there. And this is Patrick and his wife. She's now retired. She got too much time on her hands, but they can't get down here because of the weather. And we've got Neville here, who had 3 plots. He's now got down to 2. Come here. Come here. Come here. Get here. Get here. You stay. You stay. There's a cat up there. I've got to put him 90 and that. He's had his jabs and all this lot. That seems to be most people up here have had the coronavirus jab. All except for me. My wife's had hers. Jack's had his, and he's younger than me. Yeah, so I was saying about poor Neville. Me and John, we motivated his plot over and got it into shape, but he's told John he's going to give up. And they're worried about it because I'd like to take it down the end there, but there's too much there, right? See all them trees down there, they're all fruit trees, and he's an apple expert, apple pear, and he also grow mistletoe for all the shops around here. But them apple trees, they've got more than one variety on them. I think, I don't know, some of them have got 5 or 6, and he go to shows, and he can tell people what an apple is by just looking at it. And he come down and had a look at my apple trees and told me a plum is a Victoria plum. And then we got he's a foreigner, but he's a nice guy. His wife's not into it. I can tell you that. When she's dragged down here, her face is a nightmare. Yeah, then we got Campervan John. That's what we call him, John. He's big. He's a pagan. He used to do all the bike reenactments and everything. He's got this plot here, and normally the cats sleep on top of that net area. Got 2 new couples, young couples, which is good. One of them, she's got a lovely little one. She's shouting to everybody, hello, 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 which is good. I hope you're all enjoying this and I'm not boring you to bits. Then we've got a new couple who's took over that one, and he's a lovely guy, but he loves making fires. Every time he's up here, he's got a bloody fire. And then I think this guy was a teacher or something. Come here, and he's we haven't seen him for a long while, so whether that become empty, if that become empty, I'll talk him next door to him, taking it on. Then we've got the young guy here. He's been going through a bit of a rough spell, but his polyton's had it. It's absolutely had it. He can't. I don't think he's been down out. I'll tell you the truth, I've just been down to have a look at his chickens to see if they've got, well, I should actually go down now to see if they've got any food. Come here. I'll stop this. I could get in trouble for this one. Come here. Right guys, it's only me and Tony up here now. I just got my pallet bag off him from yesterday's. Go on in the polytunnel. I've done a little bit in the polytunnel. I've got some radishes chopped through. So what I've decided to do is to now put them in here so they're acclimatise a bit. Come in here. As you can see, I'm putting them in a couple together or whatever. Actually, it's quite warm in here. It's reading 1.8. Temperatures dropped big time. But yeah, and then I'm going to put a sheet of polycarbonate across the top. And just to give them a little... Hey! Just to give them a little bit of a bit of shelter until they get used to the colder nights. I'll show you when I've finished. It's very easy to do. That dibber there is brilliant. Right, off we go. There we go, as you can see. It's very easy. Really easy. That one's starting to fatten up already there. Just push them in a little bit like that. Off we go. I'll give them a little bit of space, but see, I'm going to harvest them fairly small. I got my spuds were delivered yesterday, but when I lifted them I hurt my back and I'm struggling now, but I prefer to do a bit. That's alright, being really social down here, everybody and all this lot, but you don't get nothing done. And there's nobody now everybody's gone except for Tony up the end there. I can crack along. And it doesn't take you long to get a good job done then. See that? This one's very small, but that'll come. Trying to pick the stones out of the soils as I go along. I've got another tray of these. They're just normal red radishes, you know, red and white radishes. But I do like eating them. But my problem is, I leave them to get too big. Sounds like it's hailing on us or something. Yes, I do tend to leave mine to get too big, and I don't want to this time. I want to try and harvest them when they're small. I enjoy a nice salad with radishes, and I actually enjoy eating them on their own. Probably most people do. See, there's lots of stones in this. You won't believe it. You really wouldn't. I've just bought myself, because I have a Bosch 18 volt cordless drill, and I have the saw and the jigsaw and everything to go with the drill batteries. But I noticed last time I used one of my drills, it started to smoke, so I think it's burned itself out. So I managed to go online and I had a look, and it's an older version, but the batteries are the same, and I can get it for 55 quid delivered from B&Q. Can't believe it, can you? And the batteries are normally about 30 if you want one, a Bosch battery. So I thought, well, I'll buy myself the drill. There's an extra battery, and I've also got another charger with it, which I could have probably done without, but it'll work. So I'm quite happy with that, especially at the price, because they're very handy. It's like the saw attachment I got, circular saw, to bring it down here when I need to cut something like that. And I've got the chainsaw. I know dogs are more interested in me now. Anyway, yeah, I've also got the chainsaw to go with it, and that I bring that down and trim the bushes. Oh, I've got this blooming, did one of these jackets on. Oh, so warm, really so warm. Right, I'll put you back a little bit. I'll just get this last section in, and then I should just have enough room for the polycarbonate to cover. So that one in there. See, it's actually all you have to do. You can do it with your finger, but it's easier this way. Oh, I'll stretch this up now. Oh. They've got plenty of room actually, if you look. Plenty of room. Now, in the container I've got in here, I've got a tray of carrots, Autumn Kings, and they're all saying you can't grow carrots like that because they've got a taproot and that, but I've figured it out, because you can buy them in the blooming, what's names, garden centres now. But if you see that, I believe if you transplant them soon enough before the taproot get a good grip. See, I've transplanted parsnips and they come out brilliantly. Make a bit of a mess now, a bit of a, it's because last fruit, there you go. So you can see some of them, they start to open up. There you go. Now that doesn't take long, does it, at all? And that's just to get myself a little early harvest. I'm not even going to bother to water these in at the moment. I might have a spare one there. Yeah. I'll bash that one in here. A little bit of room there. Right, there we go. I'll leave you on running. I think I'm getting like Terry King. Pause on the cord and I'll get the polycarbonate and show you what I'm going to do. I wanted to get a piece of wood. So you stay there, dog. Here you go. Right guys, so what I'm going to do is put that there. Bit of a bugger, could have been a short one. Look where I've got one. And just lay this across. Oh, be on it, can't believe. Take the plastic off, Michael. Sam, come out the way. Come on, out the way. Fuck up it. Let's see if I've got some smaller. Stay with us, folks. Stay with us. Yeah. Right, we'll do it this way, shall we? I think we'll do it this way, if that'll work. Bugger that is, but as you can see my point, that's what I'm going to do. I'll find a smaller bit, I'll just pause it, you know what, just see. Oh, here we go. So you see what I mean, I've lifted it either end so it doesn't bow in. That'll just give them a bit of protection. It's not going to keep them warm. Look at this nosy thing. That'll just give them a bit of protection through the cold nights and that. And then I can take it off probably within a week, because we're supposed to warm up a bit. So that's another job done. I'll have a look under here, but I don't think there's anything come through yet. Oh, sorry. Oh, right. And I don't know whether they will come through, to be quite honest. Could possibly do with a better lid. No, there's nothing germinating. Out of the way. He's a bugger today. The dog is. He's having such a good time. I don't know what he's going to be like. Sorry about that. I don't know what he's going to be like when the snow's gone. I really don't. Yeah, I'll put another one on. If it don't work, I'm not worrying. It's not getting much heat. Just take the temperature up a bit. I have thought about my wife's got some big whacking great big fat candles, and I thought about bringing a couple of terracotta pots. Little one, then a bit bigger, and then a bit bigger. Do about 3 or 4. Put them on the floor in the middle here. and let the candles go, just to take the heat up a bit. I might do that. I have got a lot of terracotta pots at home which I don't use. Right guys, I will stop this now. I'm now going to go home to see the beautiful wife. Thank everybody for watching, commenting, subscribing. I don't answer questions or anything like that. I'm not a genius that way, and my education was poor. You know, but I do appreciate everybody who watch. You know, thumbs up, thumbs down. It doesn't. You know, I watch everybody that's sat there, and the old girl keeps saying, "What are you doing up there?" But it's enjoyable, and I'm afraid to say, I hate to say, it's a lot better than a lot of the telly at the moment. Right, take care all of you, stay safe. I'll probably put this up tonight as a small clip.